While that snow stopped falling overnight, we saw some pretty chilly temperatures today. We'll throw it out now to a live look from our tower camera where those streets are clear, but we're still seeing plenty of snowfall out on the ground. Here's a look at that almanac. Shows that we only reached a temperature today of 20 degrees. Compare that to that low of 50. Man, hopefully you stayed bundled up because it was far from a warm start to that new year. Here's a look at those snowfall totals that came in, seeing about 1 inch to 1.5 inches throughout the area. The main story, though, is that snowstorm has pushed its way a little farther south, kept in the form of rain once it met up with that Gulf moisture, and for us is leaving behind some clouds and even a pocket of some dry air. Make sure to stay tuned, though, because I'm going to have a look at that full forecast and when we can start seeing some sunshine back in the picture. Robert, back over to you.
Not as much snow we had out there today. It was kind of a nice, calmer day. I guess it was yesterday where it just kind of snowed all day long for New Year's Eve.
That's true. Calm but cold for that start of 2013. And sadly, it looks like we're just going to be seeing more of that below average temperatures in the forecast. Be sure to stay tuned, though, because first here's a look at your almanac, and then after the break, I'll have that full forecast coming up. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you stayed bundled up because we had a very chilly start to the new year. Reached a high of 20 today, only warmed up a bit from that low of 5. Normally, though, we're looking at 36 for a high, 17 for a low, which is far off from those records. 1939 reached a high of 63 degrees, and then 1974, we saw a very chilly low of -11 out there. Now, that main story was that snowfall that brought in the new year. We saw anywhere from 1 inch in Bethany and Maryville, 1.1 inches down in Kansas City, and then 1.5 inches for St. Joseph as well as on into Atchison. Right now, though, those temperatures are just continuing to fall. Right now, sitting at 13 degrees, dew points at 4, relative humidity 61%, and those winds are coming out of the west-southwest at 6 miles per hour. Here's a look at temperatures throughout the area. Some of the warmer spots down in Kansas City and Columbia, both of which have avoided the teens and are sitting right at 20 degrees. That national satellite and radar shows most of the action is staying well down to our south and east. There's a look at what's left of that snowfall that worked its way through northwest Missouri last night. It came in contact with some Gulf moisture and some warmer temperatures, so for the most part we're seeing it stick in the form of rainfall, a few thunderstorms, and then up toward New York, seeing a few snow flurries as well. For us, though, that satellite and radar shows the main picture is going to be clouds coming into the area in the evening hours. Right behind it, though, we have a small area of high pressure, that dry pocket, which is going to allow for some sunshine as we work our way on into tomorrow. Overnight, though, we are going to see some partly cloudy skies as those clouds stick around. Low temperature, though, man, it's going to be cold. We're sitting at 9 degrees. Wind chill factor is going to be even chillier than that, so you're really going to want to make sure to stay bundled up if you're headed outside. On into tomorrow, though, partly cloudy sky, temperatures flirting with the freezing mark. 31 degrees is going to do it for that high temperature, and then sadly 23 degrees for Thursday, but then we're going to start seeing a bit of a warm up as we work our way toward the weekend. And by warm up, I mean some upper 30s for your Sunday. And then as we start into the next week, we could actually start to see some 40s come back into the picture. So that'll be a pretty nice jump from where we were today.
And nice to see it get away from the single-digit temperatures. I am never a fan of the colder temperatures, but yeah, it's just kind of nice. Actually, 40s I can look forward to.
Exactly. Brutal tonight, but then warming up a bit.
Nice that we actually had some snow this year, because I know last year was just
so dry out there.
All right, snow on the ground, kind of a nice, relaxing after New Year's Eve last night. Everyone was up last night watching the ball drop.
True. It's going to be a nice night to stay into because we're looking at some very chilly temperatures out there. In fact, we'll be lucky if we see some double digits out there. And when those wind blows, it's going to be even colder with that wind chill.
You know, I was feeling a little optimistic about seeing some nice, at least a little bit warmer temperatures than last night, but then you said single digits. So.
Sorry.